just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn around now and dance, dance, dance. I just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn around now and dance, dance, dance. I just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn
The
around now and
multi-talented,
dance, dance, dance.
award-winning actress and face of Vaseline SA, Mtoba. Now we all know Ulinda from Isibaya and the River, and personally, I'm a huge fan.
I look forward to her. I've worked with her. We actually traveled to Atlanta together. It was unbelievable. She knows her stuff, and I look forward to hearing her talk. Please put your hands together for the amazing, the incredible Linda. She'll be talking about take better skincare of yourself with Vaseline. Put your hands together for Ulinda. Make some noise for the incredible, multi-award-winning Linda.
She's looking absolutely stunning. Take it away.
Sanbonan. Okay, so where I come from, if you guys don't know who I am, my name is Linda Mtoba, and I am the face of Vaseline. So where I come from, we have a little thing we do where I say, Sanbonan, then you say, yeah, bo. Then I say it again, Sanbonan, then you say, yeah, bo. Wanna try that? Sanbonan? Sanbonan? All right, now we are here at the Clicks Beauty Playground with Vaseline, but I want us to do things a little bit differently before I start. Can we all just take a second and close our eyes? It's a safe space. Close your eyes. And while you do that, I want you to actually feel your skin. I want you to think about the moments your skin has been with you, your skin has held you down. I want you to think about the bumps, the pigmentation, the stretch marks, the cellulites. I want you to think about all of that and think about the resilience that your skin has actually been through with you your whole life. We can open our eyes now. But what you have done is not only appreciate your skin, but you've also appreciated yourself. Your skin has carried you through many occasions in your life and has been with you since the moment you came onto this earth. It is binding yourself and your soul. Your entire being is completely inhabited in this skin that we're in. So we should really be taking better care of it. I remember growing up and thinking that skin was something that one mustn't care for that much because, in all essence, how many of us grew up in a household with a tub of Vaseline inside? How many of us grew up with a tub of Vaseline, a blue seal? It had to have been there, right? All of us did. Matter of fact, I remember growing up and having to have a small little, what's this thing called again now? A heater. You know the two-plate heater? And having a tub of Vaseline in my uniform close by, getting ready for school. And now that I think about it, our parents would literally smother us, plaster us with Vaseline blue seal, right? We'd leave the house absolutely shining, looking like a makuinya and or a donut, depending on whichever one you want to feel like it. But it turns out our parents were onto something. Little did we know that they were slugging, right? Now, since you're on TikTok and on Instagram, we know the benefits of what slugging actually does, but we'll touch into that a little bit later on today. I want you to understand that the traces you see and feel in our bodies are actually a story to tell. It's different moments in your life that you've had to go through, different experiences in your life that you've had to experience. From seeing your first stretch mark, from falling over a bicycle because you tried to ride it by yourself, from having maybe a tragic moment happen to you, you're in an accident and now you have scars. All of these things are inhabited in our skin. Our skin literally becomes our history book. Would you not take that, cherish it, love it, treat it as best as you possibly could? Because in essence, that is the skin that you're in, and that's the skin you're always going to have. And the experiences that you face literally are moments that are going to be with you, and those are moments that we were skin. And Vaseline has always been there, and ever evolving as well. From the first time I used it, well, it wasn't me, it was my mom, and I'm sure she put it on my bum, right? All of us have been sealed with the Vaseline steel kiss, all right? We all know it very well. From that to growing up and becoming a young woman myself, and to now, I'm a mom, okay? And I'm a mom to a beautiful 3-year-old daughter. So I've been a mom for 3 years. It's not long, but it's a long time. And in those 3 years, having witnessed firsthand the changes my body went through and the changes I went through even as a person is really incredible. How many of us here are parents? Who here is a mom? If you're a mama, put your hands up. If you're a mama, put your hands up. I see all the mamas over there waving. That's really amazing. You see, that's the thing about it, though. That's the thing about parenthood and also our skin that binds us all here in this room. The one thing all have in common is that we actually really care about our skin, which brings us to the beauty playground today. And Vaseline has evolved with time with us as well, introducing new products from the Vaseline creams to now having the lotions, to the Blue Seal now having added vitamin E oil. So all of these changes, Vaseline's ever evolving just as much as our skincare needs are ever evolving as well. Now, who here in this whole audience does not have a stretch mark? Who here has a stretch mark? If you have a stretch mark, lift up your hands. Lift 2 of them if you have to. Wave them around like you just don't care. Because that is normal. That is what healthy skin does as well. Who here does not have, okay, actually, I'll ask it this way around. Who here has dark marks on their skin with pigmentation? Yep, all of us do. Who here has uneven skin tone? And some parts of you, right? All of us do. That's the thing about our skin, is that in as much as it's so different for all of us, our issues are mostly very much common issues that we all actually face as people. I remember after I had my daughter, and I'll never forget the daunting moments I felt absolutely out of my skin. After having my child, I looked at my body and it looked completely different from anything I had ever seen and or experienced for myself. I looked at myself in the mirror and I'm just like, I do not know who these boobs belong to. I don't know who this stomach here belongs to. I don't know who these thighs belong to. They were riddled with stretch marks. I had to literally take some time out and reintroduce myself to myself. Because now, what happens in life is that, as I said to you earlier, that our skin is our history book. You're always able to close the book for a little bit, take it back, look at it again, and say, I'm ready to now face you. And that's what happens with our skin, and our transformation happens constantly. I remember feeling absolutely helpless. My stomach was completely riddled with so many stretch marks. The back of my legs were covered in stretch marks. My arms covered in dark stretch marks. And from a person who had very minimal stretch marks growing up, this to me was absolutely new, out the box, and I didn't want this box. Because now where's that old girl that was supposed to be there too, you know? But my skin carried me through that. Vaseline carried me through that. From the moments my mom used the Blue Seal on me, to the moment I use my Blue Seal on my daughter, to the moments that I put on now nourishing argan oil on my skin of areas that I find problematic. Because argan oil, the power of it is the fact that it does help with reducing the stretch marks that we have on our bodies over time. In as much as we love ourselves completely for who and what we are and the beautiful stories that our bodies tell, but also taking care of that skin also matters. So who here is also a person who is learning to love their skin again? It's an ever-evolving process. And with Vaseline, it's made your life so much easier in the sense that there are products that are specific to target your skincare needs. I knew that from after having my daughter, I focused a lot on using the Vaseline Clinical Care, Atopic Rescue, that's for winter, excuse me. But what I was using the most is that I used the argan oil cream, which is my number one after having my daughter. I used the firming cream as well because I needed a combination of both. I needed it to toughen up and firm me up, and I needed it to be soft and gentle and heal my stretch marks as well. So those are the two that I have literally been relying on since having my daughter for the past 3 years, and they really have made a great improvement on not only my skin, but also my self-confidence. Because feeling shy to show your skin is also something that affects us a lot as women, you know, and a lot as men as well. And I think that is something that we don't speak enough of. And there's going to be an expert later on who's going to tell you more details about what it actually means to take care of your skin and the importance of the ingredients that go into your skin. Now, ladies, you have been very focused here. I love to play. So what I would suggest everyone does is actually have a little notepad out and maybe have some questions that you guys want to write down that are specifically targeting Vaseline brands and, of course, the Vaseline skincare needs that you may have. For example, if I'm a person who has dry skin, what would you recommend for winter? And then we'll be able to ask a dermatologist when she comes on stage with us. We have a beautiful lady in the blue matching me over there. And then we had a lovely lady in the yellow. Oh, there, Ntando. There's she there as well. And she'll be able to take down some of your questions that you guys may have later on. And I'll be having a lovely in-depth conversation with a dermatologist. So, but I need to tell you guys, before she comes on, my favorite skincare hacks and what Vaseline is able to do. When I talk about a multi-talented, a multifaceted, beautiful, glowing skin girl, we're talking about a beautiful Vaseline girl, because literally Vaseline will target each and every one of our concerns, from the stretch marks to the pigmentation to dry skin. In winter, my skin suffers a lot. Like, my skin dries up so badly that I have to always I need to make sure I have my tub of Vaseline with me, and I use it together with my Vaseline creams, because winter skin needs what? More nourishment and more moisture, and not the same as it does in summer, right? Because the skin is an actual living, breathing organism as well. Ooh, someone's in my mic. Okay, great. So before she comes on, I have to share with you guys my favorite hacks. So hack number one, I think I just kind of mentioned it now. In terms of winter skin, I always make sure that I incorporate my Vaseline creams and also my actual Vaseline Blue Steel tub together. I think a lot of us actually do that, yeah. Who else does that? I know I do that. Like, I'm always mixing it together. Yes, it's a bit of winning combination. And then the one thing I actually like to do as well is that I like to, this is for summer now, I like to mix my highlights, like makeup highlights, with Vaseline Blue Steel. When I tell you, if you want to have a no makeup look, mix your Vaseline tub, Blue Steel, and your highlights, and just pop it onto the areas of importance. When I say to you, your skin will be gleaming, your skin will be gleaming. Trust and believe me on that one. And also, most important thing is that also, when I use my Vaseline products at night, I like to use the Blue Steel. I wrap my feet around it, creating soft feet. Guys, come on, it's winter. But winter's going to be over, and our toes are going to be outside. Our feet are going to be outside. Ithende mantombazane, ithende. Singakhohlwa nkosiyami ithende indololwane. Don't forget heads, knees, and elbows, and what's this thing? Ankles. Very crucial. Because now you'll be looking so pretty, your skin is radiant. Then we look at the ankle, baby girl. Please don't forget to moisturize yourself from head to toe, because body care is the new skin care. We should be caring as much about what we put onto our bodies as much as we care about our faces, our hair products. Our skin is the biggest organ we actually have in our whole entire body. And I feel like we should be taking care of it a whole lot better, and Vaseline has ensured that it does that for us over the years as well, eliminating us having to go look for different products, eliminating us having to pay for very expensive dermatology fees as well, because living in South Africa, dermatologists are expensive and not completely accessible to other people, right? So what happens is that Vaseline is able to treat certain ailments for yourself easily at home. You know, having the atopic rescue for people who have skin that is very dry and problematic, helping in the fact that you don't have to buy something that's like go to the dermatologist for years. You can do something simply for yourself at home, which is what Vaseline has done. Create great health care, great body care for yourself at home to treat you how you'd want to be treated, because you're treating yourself, right? And that's what Vaseline is about. So what we're going to do now is that I'm going to introduce our dermatologist, Dr. Kwanele. Can you please give a round of applause for Dr. Kwanele? Woo! Louder, she's turning around, louder! I'm joking. And I was having a quick little chat with Dr. Kwanele, and she's going to be telling us more about the key ingredients that actually go into Vaseline that make it so amazing and that transforms our skins. Kwanele, how are you doing today?
I am good, and how are you?
I'm fine, girl. I can see the legs out, skin's out. You are looking very, very good. Your skin is glowing. You look amazing.
Thank you.
So when I actually want to get the ultimate glow for my legs or for my body, what products would you recommend that I should look out for that Vaseline has?
Okay, so you need to understand your skin.
Yes.
Obviously, if you're someone who has very dry skin, the ingredients you should definitely look for are things like argan oil. So argan oil is high in antioxidants. It's also high in vitamin E and also A,
Really?
which is essential for giving you glowing skin and hydrating your skin. It's also very high in fatty acid, which is essential in hydrating your skin. you also want to choose thick, you want to choose a cream over a lotion.
Yes.
Because the cream is more hydrating. So yeah, those are the things. Also cocoa butter, it's also very hydrating. So those are the ingredients you should look out for. There's also other things like almond oil, apricot kernel. There's a lot of things you should look out for, but argan oil, cocoa butter, and also petroleum, right?
Petroleum, yes.
Petroleum is very important because even after applying a moisturizer, you can actually apply a petroleum-based product to help still like lock in the moisture. So yeah.
For me, argan oil has really helped me over the years in terms of clearing up my stretch marks. How do I prevent stretch marks, or how do I treat stretch marks? I know this is the question all of us here want to know. How do we deal with that?
Like, I get it all the time. One thing you need to understand about stretch marks, you get them because your skin stretches quickly or shrinks over a short period of time. So the proteins that are normally holding your skin together, they break. So stretch marks are a scar. They are permanent. So they can't go away completely.
Yes.
But you can definitely reduce how they appear. You can reduce their appearance, but to take them away completely doesn't exist.
It really is, but,
Like
you can,
any other
but it does
scar.
help with the appearance, with the argan oil, does help with the appearance of stretch marks,
the
right?
argan oil will
Yes.
definitely help you with the appearance, plus it's moisturizing. Stretch marks are itchy when they are dry, so you want to make sure that you hydrate them.
Oh, thank you so much for that. And what I do know is that the even tone as well is very good. Would I probably recommend I use it more in summer, seeing that it has an added SPF of 10. How important is for us to actually apply sunscreen on our whole bodies and not just the face? How important is that?
Believe it or not, the biggest cause of hyperpigmentation is actually sunburn. So to avoid hyperpigmentation in the first place, make sure that you wear sunscreen. Even if it's cloudy, even now in winter, you still need sunscreen. And the recommended SPF range, but usually for the face, is 30 to 50%. But a broad spectrum sunscreen is even better.
Oh, but that's really, really good because the even tone does come with an added SPF of 10. And then what are the benefits? I know that one of the products that we have has oat extracts as well. So how is it that we have ingredients derived from nature that are put into the lovely Vaseline products and they care for our skin as well? How important is that oat extracts in it?
The nice thing about oat extract is that it is very fast absorbing, so it can give you instant relief from like dry and irritated skin. So that's the nice thing about it. Plus, it's a natural product, it's a natural ingredient. So yeah.
And then what would you say maybe I should do or add differently in terms of my summer routine for my skin and then my winter routine for my body care? Like which products would you say that I should? Now that we have your attention.
So obviously in summer you want more water in your skin because you lose more water because of the evaporation from the sun. So things that contain aloe vera are obviously better options in summer, but obviously in winter you want something more hydrating. So things like petroleum, things like argan oil would make sense in winter compared to summer. So yeah.
And what's the difference between myself using a cream base, which is this one? This I prefer to call it my winter goodies, because I don't know, Minangetwen who thinks that the thicker it is, the thicker it's going to be on my skin. Should I be making a difference between the lotions in summer and then having to use the creams in winter? Does that have a difference in terms of how my body care is cared for?
Obviously, it differs according to your skin type. Some people would rather use a cream throughout summer or winter. Some people would like to change, but definitely in summer you want to use a lotion over a cream because it's less greasy. It can be very irritating it can be very sticky or greasy if you use like a cream in summer because summer obviously it's hot, but it's up to you.
And then when it comes to slugging, I know we're going to talk about that a little earlier. We had discovered that our parents, they were ahead of our times because they started slugging way before we did. I think that'll be time for our last question, if that's for me.
So slugging is actually good for your skin because essentially it helps lock in moisture. But the issue is if you have body acne, for instance, and you slug, slugging can actually clog your pores and actually worsen your body acne. But slugging is good for you.
Oh, that's amazing. Do you have any questions from the audience? No, everyone's question he has answered today. Does anyone have a question to ask a dermatologist in terms of the products maybe you should use for Vaseline skincare, maybe what body products you should be avoiding, or ones you should actually be getting in terms of the skin that you have? If you have dry skin, you would recommend? Okay, hold on. Hey.
I just want to ask, in winter, I have really dry skin, and it doesn't matter how much I moisturize, I use all the products, but if maybe at night, I'll get those cracks. My skin, my skin sort of cracks. Yeah, so how do you help that?
Obviously, you want to choose ingredients that are hydrating. So you want to look out for things like cocoa butter. You want petroleum-based products. You want things like argan oil. You want things high in vitamin C, which is high in vitamin E, rather, if you have very dry skin. Those are the ingredients you should look out for.
Okay, guys. Oh, so sorry. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today. But what we are going to do is just do one. Please, Steve, to join us on the stage. We're going to do one giveaway, 2 giveaways actually, to anyone who was listening. Remember, I said I like to play. So, did you have all your notepads out? First question I have, maybe even you'd know the answer. What product would you be recommended to use if you're someone who's prone to stretch marks? Fastest hand gets the prize.
At the front.
Whoa! No, out. Yes.
Oh, wait. Is he?
She's family. She doesn't
Corruption! Hey, KZN! Hey, KZN!
There, shut her hand up. There, perfect. Sorry? Oh, you had your hand up. Oh, there we go. Sorry, there's 2.
Hello. I think anything with argan oil should
Yay!
be perfect for the skin.
Okay, guys, one last question quickly. Which product would you guys use if you want to make sure that your skin stays glistening and beautiful and your skincare and your skin glows? Which is the brand for you to use if you want beautiful skin? Vaseline, baby. Thank you very much, and that is the correct answer.
Shame, she was
well
jumping
done.
up from the beginning. Thank you so much,
Thank you so
Linda
much,
Mtoba.
guys.
We've
Hop on
learned so
over to the
much.
stage with us. We're going to play some more games.
Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Vaseline.
I just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn around now and dance, dance, dance.